Did you know that by the time you hit 70, you could be losing up to 30% of your muscle just because of this one missing food? One powerful ingredient your body's been quietly craving for years. Don't go anywhere. This could change everything. You've been through a lot, haven't you? Maybe more than anyone truly knows. A lifetime of giving, of raising children, showing up for work, holding marriages together, sometimes even while breaking inside. Maybe you've recently retired. Maybe your house is quieter than it used to be. Maybe your reflection feels a little unfamiliar these days. You still see the same eyes, but the body? It doesn't move quite the same. Things ache. Tasks that were once second nature now take a little more thought, a little more effort. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to wonder if this is just how it goes. That this slowing down, this soft fading of strength is inevitable. Natural even. But what if I told you it isn't? What if this isn't the end of your vitality, but the beginning of a brand new chapter? A chapter not defined by decline, but by rediscovery. You see, the loss of muscle in older adults isn't just some random twist of aging. It has a name, sarcopenia, and it doesn't come knocking because you've stopped living. It comes because, quite often, your body simply isn't getting what it needs to keep building and maintaining the strength you once took for granted. And the solution is not some expensive supplement or trendy gimmick. It's not locked away in a fitness plan that demands more than you can give. It starts with food, real food, one in particular that doctors, scientists, and nutritionists have been quietly praising for years. And most people, they're completely overlooking it. Before I tell you what it is, let's take a step back. Let's understand what's happening, not just to your body, but within it. Because knowledge, true understanding, is the first step toward real change. Our muscles are incredible. From the arms that once lifted grandchildren without thinking, to the legs that danced in kitchens and carried groceries and ran through airports. Every fiber has a story. But as we age, those fibers don't regenerate like they used to. Protein synthesis slows. The balance between building and breaking down begins to tip. And when we don't feed our bodies the right nutrients, when we miss certain key building blocks, we start to shrink from the inside out. You might notice it first when standing up feels harder than it did last year, or when your balance feels just a little more fragile. Maybe you're still strong, but not quite strong enough. That's sarcopenia at work. Silent, steady, and often unnoticed until something gives way. And the saddest part? It doesn't have to happen. Not like this. Many people over 60 don't get enough protein. Not because they don't care, but because no one told them how vital it becomes after a certain age. In fact, your protein needs actually increase as you grow older, not the other way around. But it's not just about more protein, it's about the right kind. Protein rich in amino acids, easy to digest, and filled with nutrients that support not just muscle, but bone health, brain clarity, and heart function too. And that brings us to the food. The one that changes the game. It's not exotic. It's not pricey. It's not hard to prepare. In fact, you've probably walked past it 100 times in the grocery store. It's salmon. Not just a fish. A powerhouse. Rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Packed with high-quality, easily digestible protein. Loaded with vitamin D, B12, selenium, and anti-inflammatory compounds that your aging body desperately needs. Salmon is more than a meal, it's medicine. Gentle, nourishing, and effective. But most people don't eat it enough. Some think it's too strong in flavor. Others were never taught how to cook it right. And many simply never knew how critical it could be to their longevity. Let me be clear. Eating salmon won't turn back the clock, but it will help you fight muscle loss. It will help restore what time has tried to steal. It can make the difference between needing help and being able to help yourself. And if you're not a fan of fish, that's okay. There are alternatives. Sardines, mackerel, trout, all rich in similar nutrients. Even plant-based options can support your body if combined thoughtfully. But salmon? It's the gold standard. And now maybe you're wondering, how do I add it to my life? How often should I eat it? What if I'm on a budget? What if I don't even know where to start? Don't worry, we'll walk through it all together. Because this isn't just a video about food. It's about reclaiming something sacred, your strength, your independence, your sense of self. You are not too old. You are not behind. You are not a lost cause. You are in your second season. Your time of blooming again, this time with wisdom, clarity, and courage. Starting over isn't weakness. It's power. Quiet, radiant power. And the best part? You don't have to do it alone. We're going to explore how to prepare simple, nourishing meals with salmon. Meals that work for tired hands, sensitive stomachs, and tight budgets. We'll talk about how to build a plate that supports your goals, not just weight loss or blood pressure, but vitality, movement, energy, life. Because you deserve more than just surviving. You deserve to feel alive again. And if you're still with me, thank you. That means you're ready. Ready to learn. Ready to take back control. Ready to remember who you are and what you're capable of. So let's begin. When was the last time you really looked at what you're eating each day, not just whether you're full, but whether your food is actually fueling you? Because here's the truth. Most seniors, without even realizing it, are simply not getting enough protein. Not even close. You might think, but I eat every day. I have toast, maybe some coffee in the morning, something quick for lunch, and dinner when I can manage it. And sure, that keeps you going, but is it keeping you strong? See, it's not just about eating. It's about what you're eating. As we get older, our bodies change, and not just on the outside. Inside, our stomachs produce less acid. That means we don't absorb nutrients the way we used to. Even if you eat a good amount of protein, your body might only be absorbing a fraction of it. And then there's the skipping. Skipping breakfast because you don't feel hungry. Grabbing processed snacks because they're quick. Relying on microwave dinners because cooking feels like a chore. It's easy to fall into that pattern, especially when no one's around to eat with or when food just doesn't bring you joy like it once did. But that quiet habit of skipping meals or settling for the easiest option, it chips away at your strength slowly. Day by day, month by month, until one day you try to lift something or you stumble or you realize the stairs feel steeper than they used to and you wonder, when did I get so weak? I spoke with Margaret, 68 years old, divorced, living on her own. She told me that for years she didn't think food mattered that much. She wasn't trying to lose weight, but she ate like she was. Coffee in the morning, maybe a slice of toast. Lunch was crackers and cheese. Dinner, if she remembered, was something frozen and easy. Then one day she bent down to tie her shoe and couldn't get back up without help. She was shocked. Or Frank, 72, retired firefighter. Tough as nails most of his life. But after retirement, he lost his routine. Breakfast turned into just coffee. He stopped grilling steaks or making eggs like he used to. Didn't seem worth the effort, he told me. Until his doctor said his muscle mass had dropped significantly and his balance was off. One fall in the garage and it hit him. This wasn't something to brush off anymore. And it's not just them. It's happening all over. Strong people, capable people losing strength not because of age, but because no one told them that nutrition needs change. That your 70-year-old body needs more care, more nourishment, not less. You wouldn't put cheap gas in a classic car, right? So why give your incredible, experienced body anything less than what it deserves? Let's be honest, society doesn't teach us how to age with power. It teaches us how to fade quietly. To make do. But we're not here to fade. We're here to fight for our strength, our energy, our joy. And it starts with noticing. With asking, am I really feeding myself what I need? Or just what's easy? So tell me, what did you eat today? Did it nourish you? Or just fill the space? Because that one question might be the start of something better. Alright, you've made it this far, which means you're ready to take this seriously. You're not here to hear sad statistics or dwell on decline. You're here because you want to do something about it. That's powerful. And now it's time to rebuild. Not just knowledge, but your body, your strength, your energy. Let's start with what's on your plate. Because muscle doesn't just build itself. It needs tools, materials, fuel. And those tools, those materials, they come from food. Real, whole, beautiful food. Not powders, not pills, not quick fixes. Your body was made to heal and grow, but it needs you to give it the right building blocks. So, what should you be eating? Let's walk through it slowly, thoroughly, and with care. First up, eggs. I'm not talking about just the whites either. I mean the whole egg yolk and all. Full of complete protein, vitamin D, and healthy fats. It's one of the most perfect muscle-building foods in existence. Scrambled, boiled, poached, it doesn't matter. What matters is getting them in. Then we have Greek yogurt, especially the plain, unsweetened kind. It's rich in casein, a type of protein that digests slowly, which means it keeps working in your body for hours. Add a spoonful of chia seeds or a handful of berries and you've got yourself a powerhouse breakfast or even dinner. Don't forget cottage cheese. It's back in style, and it should be. High in protein, low in fat, and easy to eat even for those with weaker appetites or dental issues. It's simple and it works. Next, chicken breast. Lean, versatile, and packed with high-quality protein. Roast it, grill it, shred it into soups or salads. Your muscles will thank you. Turkey is right there with it. Especially ground turkey, easy to cook, easy to chew, and incredibly adaptable. Make a chili, stuff it into peppers, or pair it with veggies. It's lean, it's clean, and it's deeply effective. Now for the plant-powered folks, don't think I forgot you. Lentils and beans. Absolute treasures. Full of protein, fiber, and nutrients. Add them to soups, stews, or simply toss them with olive oil and herbs. Black beans, chickpeas, kidney beans, they're all welcome on your plate. Let's talk about tofu. Soft, gentle on digestion, and surprisingly rich in protein. And it takes on any flavor you give it. Add it to stir-fries, marinate it with spices, or blend it into smoothies for extra creaminess and power. Another gem? Quinoa. Unlike most grains, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids. That means it's a complete protein. And it's gentle on the stomach, gluten-free, and delicious warm or cold. Don't skip over nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds. A small handful packs a serious punch. Plus, they're easy to carry, snack on, or sprinkle over anything from yogurt to salad. Now you might be wondering, that's a lot of great food, but which one is the best? Which one rises above the rest? Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought of food as medicine? Because there's one food that acts like a natural healer, a strength builder, and a protector all in one. It's not just rich in protein. It's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the kind that reduce inflammation, improve joint health, and protect against age-related muscle loss. It's salmon. Yes, that one fish. Often forgotten in everyday cooking, but it is unmatched in what it delivers to an aging body. See, omega-3s don't just support your heart. They go deeper. They help improve how your muscles respond to protein. Think of them as little messengers, telling your muscles, it's time to grow. Combine salmon with a good daily protein intake, and you've got a recipe for reversing the damage. Salmon is also packed with vitamin D, crucial for your bones and for regulating mood. Ever feel more tired, more stiff, more down than usual? You might not need a new pill. You might just need some grilled salmon on your plate. And the best part? It's not complicated. You don't need a chef's kitchen or fancy spices. Just a piece of fresh or frozen salmon, a little olive oil, a pinch of salt and pepper, maybe a squeeze of lemon. Bake it, pan-fry it, or toss it in the air fryer. I've seen people in their 70s, even their 80s, bring salmon into their weekly meals just twice a week. And the changes? Noticeable. More energy, better sleep, improved balance, and yes, a little more pep in their step. That's not marketing. That's biology. And if you're not into salmon, there are other fatty fish that carry similar benefits. Mackerel, sardines, trout. They're all welcome guests in your kitchen. But if there's one food I'd want you to start with, it's salmon. Because salmon isn't just food. It's your comeback. And this chapter of your life, it's the one where you get stronger, not weaker. Where you choose to eat for power, for independence, for joy. So, tell me, are you willing to make that change? Because I believe you can. And I believe you will. Let's talk about it, salmon. This isn't just a trend or a health food buzzword. This is the one food that, time and again, shows up in research, in long-lived communities, in recovery plans for seniors, and in real-life transformations. Salmon isn't just tasty, it's a complete muscle support package wrapped in pink-orange brilliance. Let's start with what makes salmon so special. First, omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These two little compounds do something extraordinary. They reduce inflammation in the body. Why does that matter? Because chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the silent contributors to muscle breakdown in older adults. When your joints are aching, when your muscles feel stiff or slow to bounce back, when you feel fatigue even after rest, that's inflammation talking. Omega-3s calm that. They create an environment in your body where muscle can actually repair and grow rather than continue to break down. This isn't theory. It's backed by decades of research. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, for instance, published a study showing that older adults supplementing with omega-3s had significantly increased muscle protein synthesis. That's just a fancy way of saying they were actually building muscle even in their 70s and 80s. But that's not all. Salmon is loaded with high-quality protein, the kind your body can easily absorb and use. Remember, aging can reduce the efficiency of protein digestion, but salmon goes down easy and your body loves it. Every bite is like a deposit into your strength bank. Vitamin D, another powerhouse nutrient packed into salmon. This one's especially important for anyone over 60. Vitamin D isn't just for bones, though it does help prevent osteoporosis. It also plays a huge role in muscle function. If you've been feeling weak, foggy, or just not yourself, low vitamin D could be part of the puzzle, and salmon can help close that gap naturally. And then we have selenium. It's a mineral a lot of people don't talk about, but it's essential for cellular repair. Your body needs it to defend against damage, especially in your muscles and nerves. A small serving of salmon gives you what you need, no supplements necessary. Now, here's the beautiful part. Salmon is incredibly easy to prepare. You don't need to be a gourmet chef or have hours to spend in the kitchen. You can take a frozen fillet, drizzle it with olive oil, sprinkle on some salt, maybe some dill or garlic, pop it in the oven or air fryer at 375 degrees, and in 15 to 20 minutes, you've got a restaurant-worthy, nutrient-dense meal on your plate. Want something faster? Try canned salmon. Yes, canned. It's budget-friendly, shelf-stable, and every bit as powerful. Mix it with a little Greek yogurt, lemon juice, and herbs for a spread. Or mash it with avocado and stuff it into a whole wheat wrap. Or toss it with quinoa and veggies for a hearty bowl. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be expensive or fancy, it just needs to be present in your life. Even frozen salmon works beautifully. It's flash frozen at peak freshness, so you don't lose any nutrients. And it's often cheaper than fresh. Keep a few portions in the freezer, and you're never more than 20 minutes away from a strength-building meal. Now, I hear you, what if you don't eat fish? That's okay. You have options. For plant-based or vegetarian seniors, you can still get omega-3s through flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, and especially algal oil that's omega-3 derived from algae, the original source fish get it from. Add that to your smoothies, sprinkle seeds on oatmeal or salads, or look for fortified plant-based milk. For protein, consider tempeh, tofu, seitan, quinoa, edamame, and hemp seeds. You can absolutely build muscle and nourish your body on a plant-based plan. It just requires a little more intention and maybe some variety. And here's the thing, whether you choose salmon or plant-based sources, what matters most is that you're aware now. You know what's missing. You know what can help. You know there's a way to stop the decline, to turn the tide, to gain back what felt lost. You're not too late. You're not too old. You're not broken. You're just beginning again. With better knowledge. With sharper tools. With food that loves you back. So tonight, when you open that fridge or stand in that grocery aisle, don't just think about what's convenient. Think about what gives back. What feeds your strength. What helps you climb stairs with confidence, open jars without a struggle, or dance in your kitchen without fear of falling. Maybe, just maybe, it starts with a piece of salmon. She was 68 when she walked into that little community center gym for the first time. Her name is Evelyn. She told me she stood at the door for 10 minutes before going in. Why? Because she was afraid she'd be the oldest one there. Afraid someone would laugh. Afraid she wouldn't be able to lift anything, wouldn't know what to do, wouldn't belong. But she went in anyway. She said, "I didn't come this far in life to stop now." Evelyn had raised 3 kids. She'd been through a divorce in her 50s. She'd battled with her weight, with her self-worth, and with arthritis in both knees. But at 68, she decided to put herself back on her own priority list. She started small, just walking, then light dumbbells, then resistance bands. Her meals changed too. Out went the frozen dinners and crackers and cheese for lunch. In came salmon, lentil soups, colorful vegetables, smoothies with spinach and chia seeds. The first month was hard. The second month was confusing. The third month, something shifted. She told me that by month 3, she was sleeping through the night again. Her knees didn't scream every time she stood up. She could carry groceries in both arms without losing her breath. And one afternoon, her granddaughter said, "Grandma, you look younger." She cried in the car after that. Not because of vanity, because someone noticed. Someone saw her trying. That little comment was proof that what she was doing mattered. Then there's Jerome. Jerome is 72. He was an engineer for over 40 years. Lived a disciplined, structured life. Got up at 5 a.m. sharp every day, never missed a day of work. But retirement hit him like a wave he didn't see coming. He said the quiet was deafening. No more deadlines. No more emails. No more team meetings or schedules or structure. He fell into a rut. Microwave meals. No exercise. The TV stayed on all day, not for entertainment, but to fill the silence. He told me I felt like I was slowly fading. One day, his daughter brought over grilled salmon and roasted vegetables. She sat with him, told him about an article she read about nutrition and aging. Something about omega-3s and mental health. He listened. That same night, he Googled easy salmon recipes and ordered groceries online for the first time. He started cooking, then walking, then reading again. He kept a little notebook where he tracked what he ate, how he felt, how far he walked each day. That notebook gave him structure again. Now, Jerome hosts Sunday dinners for his neighbors. He's lost weight. He laughs again. He even joined a Tai Chi class. His eyes light up when he talks about life. He said, "I didn't retire. I rebooted." Let that sink in. Evelyn and Jerome didn't do anything superhuman. They didn't have more time, more money, or some magic secret. They just made one decision: to try again. To treat this next chapter like a beginning, not an ending. If they can, you can too. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt invisible, if you've ever opened the fridge and sighed because nothing feels worth cooking, if you've ever felt like the best years were behind you, stop, breathe. And remember, the best moment of your life hasn't happened yet. Let me ask you something from the heart. Have you tried adding salmon to your meals lately? Maybe grilled with a bit of lemon and dill, or mixed into a warm bowl of quinoa and veggies. If not, what is your go-to meal these days? I'd love to know. And more importantly, others would too. Drop a comment below. Let's make the comments section a place of shared wisdom, encouragement, and real talk. You never know who's reading, maybe someone just like you figuring it all out after 60, 70, even 80. Your story could help them. Your favorite recipe could spark someone else's health journey. We're not just building muscle, we're building community. So let's talk. Let's share. Let's support each other. And if this video gave you something, some hope, a little nudge, a new idea, subscribe. Join us. This is a channel for the late bloomers. For the ones who know that starting over doesn't mean you failed. It means you're still growing. And if someone came to mind while watching this, someone you love, someone who's been feeling stuck or tired or lost, send this to them. Sometimes all it takes is a simple video to spark a big change. You're not behind. You're just getting started. And we're in it together.